all the information you need with the bracket, the schedule, access to the Discord, so you can see when we're going to have more races. It looks like these two guys are going at it right now, wasting no time.
Very exciting, very exciting. Sorry it took so long to get these times. I was looking. It looks like Yoshimitsu doesn't actually have a time submitted to speedrun.com for No Star World, but he's got a all castles time of around 35 minutes, 53 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So very impressive in another,
Oof. Charlieboy going for that one-up swag and taking a death. We've actually seen a couple of those before.
Yes, the swag in YI2, you know, it's a first level. There's usually not a whole lot going on, so you try and show off a little, but some people will try and show off a bit too much, and sometimes it's just a sad ending.
Yep, so Yoshi's gonna go ahead and take a quick lead. Now, he only did 3 of the qualifiers. He probably just filled in his 3 No Star World qualifiers while he could, because he mostly does all castles. He put in a 35 and a 36-minute run. His 40-minute run, almost 41-minute run, is what put him at the seed that he has currently.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you have a big outlier like that, that is bound to happen.
Yep, and Charlieboy doesn't quite know the P-Speed strat, I guess it seems, for YI3, or he lost his P-Speed. There's a not great opportunity to build it back. Yoshi's going to pull ahead further with a 259 on that level. Optimal. I want to see if we see a shell jump attempt.
It looks like Charlie lost his P-Speed again on one of the platforms. That can happen. You can hit it at a weird angle. And
Pigeon's telling us in chat that Yoshi currently has a 35-10 on his PB splits.
that is quite an impressive time.
That he has melted away his PB. Very nice shell jump, getting the 276. He's really showing off for y'all today.
Yeah, it looks like Charlie's taking that shell with him through the level.
It's very kind of him to the shell. He might use it for a backup mushroom.
Oh, there it is.
Should hopefully be picking up the flower in the auto scroller like we see Yoshi doing, but you know, maybe he senses some sort of danger in the first room. That first Koopa with a mushroom can be testy unless you just go right above him, I guess.
Yeah, taking it safe across those fences, not a bad option. If you're not used to the timing on that Podoboo, it's very easily to get hit by it.
Oh, and a sweet 240 from Yoshi coming out of Iggy. Charlieboy's gonna be in the Iggy fight soon himself, and they'll be on their way to Donut Plains, picking up the cape.
And Charlie gets a nice clean Iggy kill.
Very nice. Good sit-down pose. Mario's got to take a little sit break before Donut Plains.
Not a bad option. He doesn't get much more opportunity till much later.
Oh, Yoshi not getting that immediate flight. He has to take a later one. He might touch those clouds. He did.
Oh no. Lose a little bit of time having to run across those clouds. Regain his speed.
Yep, he at least has a strong lead currently. It's not going to cost him too much. It's not like it was an enemy taking his cape.
Yes, and one important thing about this run is your cape is very, very vital. There are several levels where it becomes much faster and much more trivial just to fly over them. Even just with Donut Plains like you see Charlie doing here.
It is.
Flying over is king.
It's so important to have a cape in this category.
Luckily, the category is fairly forgiving in the beginning on getting capes back, but later on, arguably, when you'd probably be losing it more often, is where it's hard to get it back and you lose even more time.
Yeah, Charlieboy didn't get the key. He had to go for a little backup flight there on the last platform, hoping that that chuck didn't hit him with baseballs. Oh, Yoshi's showing off with some music spins. I'm a big fan of that. Finishing with the 250. Charlieboy losing his cape in DS1. He can't go for the shell now. Don't go in the pipe. Alright, he's gonna lose a little bit of time for those pipe transitions. Optimal strat there would have been to continue swimming on. That shell only saves a minimal amount of time, actually.
Oh, and hitting that fish, losing his fire.
Yep,
It's gonna be interesting to see what he does out of this level.
Yeah, he's probably, I would assume, go back for a cape in Donut Plains 1. Yoshi's gonna move on to a couple of flyover stages. Let's see if he gets that quick P speed here.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I liked the unison on that one.
Yeah, that was Jinx, you owe me a Coke, man.
Ah.
Alright, and is he gonna go? Is Charlie gonna go for another backup cape? He is. Okay. That's probably
not a bad
move
choice
there. Yeah. If he's losing capes quickly, you might as well get one there. He's probably gonna want to hold on to that until Donut Plains 4 or so, where there's a multi-box you can pick up another easy one.
Yeah, so now he's just gonna cruise through the ghost house and then fly up a little bit. Then we're gonna see Yoshi flying over Donut Plains 4. There's a lot of flying in this category.
A lot of flying. So we saw a little taste of some capeless with Calco, who had a round 1, who unfortunately was eliminated because he refused to use a cape. But he just did incredible capeless strats the entire time.
He definitely won the fans' hearts, if anything.
Absolutely.
If not the race, he at least won everyone's hearts.
Absolutely. How could you not love that?
Yeah, capeless strats in this category, they're so beautiful to watch, especially in Donut Plains 3. It's so scary, but it's so cool looking.
Alright, Yoshi hit off that thwimp, so he wasn't going to get the flight he needed. He had a good little backup to get under their next jump. Let's see how he handles Morton Fly, though. This one is strictly vertical level with moving platforms. He wants to cut it close between all of these while maintaining flight. It's pretty hard. We've seen a lot of fails in it. He maintains it beautifully, though.
Yeah,
Still has his flower.
It was a very good Morton Fly. Very good.
Oh, with the spring and everything, he's going to get a quick Morton kill and get out of there. He's going to get into Vanilla Dome quick. Charlieboy getting through his flyover stages, kind of touching the clouds. So again, it's not the worst thing. They're a runway that at least doesn't have enemies. He needs to just make his way over these Goombas. It would be very bad if he touched that cloud. It puts you in a sketchy situation if you start falling from there.
Yeah, so, and one of the things I don't think anyone realizes about this level is not only do those clouds up there make it a little tricky, but if you're not in the right vertical area in that level, you might get hit by one of the parachuting Goombas.
Mm-hmm.
You're too high up, you're almost certain to get hit by the ones that are off screen.
Charlieboy not getting that immediate flight either. He's going to have to handle these thwimps. They get real nice despawn from Charlie.
Wow, that was cool.
Oh my goodness.
I think I might have to borrow that in case I end up in a weird situation.
Right? That's going in my
That's
back pocket.
pretty cool.
He at least got the first flight out. For newer players, that's probably the most important one, so you're at least in the chamber to move around.
Yeah, he's only going to lose a couple cycles here, so...
He wants that spring at least.
Oh, but... Uh-oh.
Oh, no, and it's going to take his cape. Is he going to be able to grab that cape? It despawned.
No, it doesn't look... He fell too far. It's off screen.
His backup cape was for naught. He might get crushed here if he doesn't.
Oh.
He's gonna take a death in Morton's castle. So Yoshi gets out of Vanilla's secret. He's been playing these levels beautifully. His real test of skill is gonna start coming, I'd say, around Ludwig's castle. From there on out, that's where things really crank up for this run, because he's got a couple more flyover levels to get through.
Yeah, it's real interesting. There's a couple of decently hard levels up until Morton. You have Morton, which is a pretty difficult level, the start of Vanilla Dome, but then you get a nice series of basically flyovers and simple platforming. You get a nice little reprieve in the middle of the run.
Charlie scared me with those capes. Is he gonna be able to mess with these thwimps again?
He's trying. There he goes.
Oh my goodness. Threading the needle between those two thwimps, that was terrifying. I'm glad he got out of that okay. He's moving into the next room quickly. Got that first flight again. That seems to be what's important to him. That's probably a good one to get, if any.
Didn't quite make his jump there.
Yeah, still losing a cycle. Also, there's a command I threw in chat. You guys, this is a great time to go click on those links, follow these runners, and see how they progress. They'll still be running when you get back, don't worry. Alright, Charlie just needs to get up there. Don't mess with the spring. There you go.
And now we got Yoshi heading through Vanilla Fortress. Formerly one of my least favorite levels.
I really like this fortress. It's not the hardest, except for like the last fish at the end of each room really are kind of a pain.
Yeah,
but
some
it
of those
looks cool.
They just snipe you. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the last one.
And it's really weird because you can of despawn different parts of the NPC spawns, I guess, or some of the enemy spawns.
He went for that thwomp despawn, not really getting it. We've seen a few of them already in this tournament. Charlie doesn't have a flower, so he needs a long kill on Morton. Morton's gonna reach the wall first, making him lose a little bit more time.
But he's out there.
Yep, he's got his cape. He's looking good going into Vanilla Dome. Yoshi's taking on Rez. Good clean kill. He took it safe. Probably a smart choice. Those fireballs weren't really letting him through.
Yeah, I would say you didn't even have a choice but to play it safe there. It would have been a very expensive loss.
I was about to be excited that he defeated a fortress and they don't have a cutscene, so they're not both in a cutscene at the same time. But he's in Butterbridge 1 now, which is worse, a cutscene or Butterbridge 1.
I mean, we're basically in a cutscene.
To be fair, we have seen a lot of deaths in this level. Like, a strange amount of deaths. But I understand, you know, it's a race, it's a tournament, people want to have fun in this auto-scroller. And it costs a lot of people their capes, their life. They have to go through the whole level again. So, hopefully...
And that's a good minute and a half gone if you die in this level.
Yeah. Yeah, because all the deaths seem to happen near the end. Charlieboy got a really good fly coming out of VD1. He got all the height. We've seen that flight be really hard for a lot of runners. He got up there great. Taking the vines on his way up. Let's see how he handles the choke point right here. We've seen a lot of capes lost to this. Ooh. Making it nice. He's still got his cape.
And it looks like we're getting... Yoshi went for a dupe and didn't quite get it.
Nah.
So he's ignoring that feather. He doesn't want to override his flower yet.
Yeah, we saw lots of cool vine dupes so far. That one I really like. On the top area of that portion, you can dupe a vine block that just goes up to nowhere. Alright, Yoshi's out of the auto sleeper.
Getting that hot 153. Almost perfect.
Almost
perfect.
Oh,
Ooh, Charlie dodging that bomb.
Very
That was
close.
tight.
He's flying high, and that's scary.
Yeah, any level with anything parachuting, you want to make sure you're staying somewhere in the middle of the sky. So
Yeah.
sometimes they spawn off screen. It's scary.
On this one, Yoshi has to stay kind of high because they want to spawn low. Those little flying Koopalings. Charlie's gonna go check out the dolphins.
Yeah, sadly, in the version of the cartridge or the version of the game Charlie's playing, they are not Yoshi food.
Yeah, they want. Charlie's playing the American version while Yoshi's playing the Japanese release. Few differences, but that is one of them. Yoshi's going into a really cool castle. I thought he wasn't gonna make that ground pound, but he did. Good cape cancels through there. Is he gonna switch to flower? He's taking.
No, he's
cape.
not. He's going for it.
Nice. I like seeing the cape strat. He wants to fly as low as he can. Oh, getting hit. He got out of there. He still has his cape. Whenever you get hit like that, it's so easy for it to just dump you in the lava.
Yeah, especially because sometimes you're not even expecting it to hit. You're so used to it. You're flying under. You think you're roughly right. You hit it. You're just sort of in awe. You're not sure what's happening because you're not used to it anymore.
Yeah, flight speed can matter a lot in that. You kind of want a slower flight speed in that room. Oh, Charlie's getting stuck. Good quick kill from Yoshi, though.
Nice save from Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Cutting it very tight there on some of those, but
very tight.
Making it through. Slowly but surely, he's making it through.
Yeah, he's got a Reznor fight coming up soon. There's been a lot of deaths in Reznor fights. Let's see if he can at least keep his cape, get a clean kill. Oh, that fireball is coming for him. He's getting bad luck with these shots.
Yeah, and he hit the side of the platform at first, too. And the Reznor platforms are really weird when you hit them.
Yeah, but he got out of there. He got a clean kill. He kept his cape. He's on his way to the auto sleeper. Alright, and Yoshi's got his Yoshi. Let's see if we have any wings attempts here. It doesn't look like it. He's got the red Koopa in his mouth.
Yeah, he's grabbing that, reducing a bit of the lag in this level. Definitely a good choice. Definitely saves time for basically free.
Charlieboy just having a good old time in the auto sleeper level. Glad he's not going for any swag. That's when we really see those deaths. People trying to fly through the level.
It looks like Yoshi's getting set up for his Yoshi clip.
Yeah, this is a great trick. If you watch, he's going to dismount near the ceiling. It should line him up. He didn't quite get it. Dropping the Yoshi's bad. This clip's highly dependent on Yoshi's sub-pixel.
Yeah,
and it
so
gets
once
funky.
Yoshi starts bouncing, it starts basically oscillating his sub-pixel. So once you grab him, it's hard to know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, it can be a pretty precise trick. It's a precise setup. It's not the worst trick to learn, though. But now it's all dependent on luck. He's in, though.
The worst part is you still have a 25% chance of not getting it, even if you do it perfectly.
Yeah, the Yoshi gods are smiling on him today. He got that clip pretty decent for the amount of times he dropped that Yoshi. Charlie's on his way out of Butter Bridge 1. He's got another flyover level before he reaches Ludwig's castle. Yoshi just playing some nice tunes again. I always love it whenever I see people match the music with their cape spins.
I just like the sound of the cape spin, so I'm all for it.
Oh, he got that nice bubble there, getting his flight early.
Yep, he just saved 10 minutes on his run.
I think that's what it is, right?
Just flying through. Both of our guys here just flying through. What's happening underneath? We don't know. Nothing important. It's not hitting us, so...
Gosh, he almost skipping that pipe. He's had a pretty great run so far, though.
Let's see how Ludwig treats Charlie.
Oh man, we got them both in a castle right now, and both castles are super intense.
Right.
It's hard to know which one to watch. Yoshi going for Roy Fly, it's going to be very technical. Charlie going through Ludwig, which we've seen a lot of deaths in.
Oh, that was really tight on Yoshi's end. It looked like he was like right on top of that Potaboo. It was really terrifying.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
He had some weird cape tech there at the end. Almost took a death, but thankfully that platform was there for him. Charlie doesn't have a flower, so he's going to have to slow kill Ludwig. Yoshi didn't get the quick kill on Roy. Wow. Yeah, he's out. I mean, he's out of Roy's castle.
He's alive and he's out. That's what's important.
Crazy Roy's castle. Ludwig's
poor Charlie.
He can't get that hit. He has to wait a full cycle. He really was relying on a cycle skip. I think this is his third hit coming up. No, second. He just had him in a weird spot, I guess, for the first one. He's gonna go to the right of the screen, I believe, again.
Oh no.
He has to wait a whole new cycle. Yoshi's gonna be going in to Chocolate Island, attempting pipe fly coming up. Charlie needs his third hit. All right,
there he goes.
Almost off screen again, but he is out of there, making his way into Forest of Illusion. Yoshi needs to get in this pipe. Ooh, he's not gonna get it. So he's gonna have to fly normally down from the ground. If you maintain your P speed well enough, you can continue parachuting from that pipe, and it gives you a little extra juice. I'm interested to see if Charlieboy is gonna pick up a Yoshi in the next level or not.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I'm curious if he knows either of the clips in that level, or either of the common clips, I should say.
Yeah, I like watching newer runners to this category because their routes can differ, and it's interesting to see like what they decide to pick as the strats that they want to put under their belt. Now, Yoshi's going through a very scary ghost house right now. He had to make it under an obstacle that was just there off screen above, while making it just above that fishing boo. It's like a really tight fly, and we've seen that fishing boo eat a lot of capes.
Not just a lot of capes. We've definitely even seen a couple of people just get destroyed by him.
Yeah.
Trying to get through capeless or something. Trying to grab the cape in the level and accidentally going right into that fire.
So Charlie does have a Yoshi. I'm interested to see which clip he goes for. There's two different clips in the next level. We saw one of them from Yoshi.
Uh-oh. That Hammer Brother is causing some problems. Oh, no.
He's not getting out of that level. He needs to go back. At least he starts at the midway. And we see the All Castles runner come out in Yoshi as he picks up a Yoshi. Unconventional strat, but it's not bad for people who are reliant on a little bit of safety strat, especially in a race format. It's not the worst decision.
Oh, definitely not the worst decision. It also, in my opinion, it makes a couple of the levels easier, even if you are sacrificing a little bit of speed that the cape provides that you can't quite have when you have Yoshi.
Exactly. If you're stereotypically used to All Castles, why not stick to the strats you know and eat a few seconds? In a race format, it's probably the smart thing to do, and then work on the levels throughout the tournament. He looks super comfortable with the Yoshi in these levels. His All Castles PB proves it. He has a 35-minute something PB currently in No Star World. So he definitely knows what he's doing. Charlie's gonna have to go through this level sans Yoshi.
Yeah, that means he's gonna have to swim through the level the old-fashioned way.
The way our forefathers did it.
He's gonna be looking to pick up as many of these blocks as he can while he's moving left and right, holding up buttons while he's going up.
Sketchy situation.
Oh. Those fish don't provide a good situation.
No, he wanted to stick to the left side.
Not only are you battling with the fish, you're also battling with the lag caused by all the fish and all the urchins you're being slowed down by. This level can be very dangerous if you're doing it normally.
Alright, Yoshi getting out of there. A little sketchy to see him on the ground with all those chucks, but they treated him kind, I guess.
Like I always say, my friend's the chucks.
You're the only one who says that.
Well, it's obviously true because they treated him right.
Alright, he's going through Wendy's Castle. One of my favorites. Lots of good cape tech in this. Right under that crusher, not taking damage. Good cape cancel. He needs to get through these saws clean and do another cape cancel on this third crusher coming up here. Keeping his flight going. Beautiful.
Nice.
This room too is so silky smooth. Hopefully he keeps his P-speed through the whole time. A duck strat we don't normally see in these tournaments.
But he makes it through. Pretty much no issue.
Oh, I love Wendy's Castle. The Wendy fight, on the other hand, one of the worst. We've seen a lot of deaths in this fight. Cape loss is not the worst thing.
It's not, as long as you have a power-up.
Yeah, if you have a power-up in your item box, losing cape's not the worst thing. But taking a death in Wendy's not a good thing. Not at all.
Alright, now Charlie's gonna make his way through Forest 3. This one's pretty simple. He's gonna fly above all the bubbles, all the trees, the berries, all those pipes, just all that stuff that would normally be a giant pain. Just gonna fly right over it. We're gonna head to the pipe right next to my friend the Chuck. He's gonna split into 3, just as Charlie's gonna go down that pipe. Or at least that's what I'm expecting. Yep, perfect.
Very nice. Alright, Yoshi's making his way into the sunken ghost ship. Little swim through level while Charlie's going for his Roy attempt. Wonder if he's gonna go for the fly strat or take the raft.
Well, we'll find out right now.
Oh, I thought he was going for the flight. He juked me on that. Charlieboy the magician. Let's hope these Potoboos treat him good on that raft. They are, they a lot of the times just end up on top of that flat platform and create a real sticky situation for you. Yoshi's going for some despawns. At the end of this room, there's 2 boo rings. He can get a despawn. He's looking pretty sweet right now. He can get the first one with this Yoshi. And the second one, he's just going to damage boost through it with the Yoshi. Just keep landing on the Yoshi as he goes through.
Oh, and Charlie going for a fly through the spike room and not quite getting it.
He's not going to make it. Oh, his iframes didn't last long enough. He's going to take a death in Roy's Castle on the spikes.
And that's really sad because he was only a block away, too.
He really was. I'm not sure if he had time to jump later or not. I didn't see if he was still in iframes in his jump. And Yoshi grabbing the orb.
There. Got him.
Alright, he is out of there. He's making his way into Valley of Bowser. He's got a Yoshi. He's going to deal with some Monty Moles. These guys could be real jerks. Their hitboxes do not clash well with Yoshi.
Oh,
as I say it happens in action. I'm so sorry I said anything. It looked like he was used to that happening because that backup was incredible. I don't know why you're going back for that, Yoshi. Just leave him, buddy. Oh, man.
If he wasn't so close when he ate, it would have been fine, but yeah, he looked like he knew exactly how to back that up. That is definitely something that's happened before.
Absolutely. No man left behind. He regrabs his Yoshi, does some more sketchy eating. He's almost out of there, though.
Yeah, Yoshi's going to be nice and full.
Is Team's Charlieboy has learned his lesson. He took the snake through there. Something interesting he should learn, though, in the beginning of that spike room, before it shows up, if he were to scroll right, all of those spikes that drop from the ceiling would drop before they even reach him. He would, like, never even see them. So it's just a cool way to avoid those obstacles if you end up having to take that snake through the spike area. Getting his 3 hits, he is out.
Yeah, very good kill for not having flower. Yoshi making his way through Valley of Bowser 2. We're gonna see.
This is where we say bye to Yoshi.
This is where he's gonna leave Yoshi behind.
Bye, buddy. He didn't even let out the wings for Yoshi to make his way out.
I know.
So rude. Do we get a clip?
Nah.
Ooh, nope. He slides out, narrowly avoiding death. Didn't get the sandbar clip, though.
So now he's going to make his way to each of the little pockets that the game provides you. And we're going to see Charlie heading into Choco 1.
Yeah, let's see how he handles this. Probably just going to do a straight fly through, I would imagine. Keep it safe, keep it simple.
Oh, definitely. You don't want to be messing with the dino rhinos, the dino torches.
Definitely smart in a race. Want to see if he grabs the spring at the end for a backup cape. It would be a pretty smart decision for him. We see a lot of runners do that in this tournament. He's just going to take the gold tape, though. All right. This fortress. We have seen the most deaths, the most cape loss. He is in a scary situation.
Oh,
Almost
man, you should have waited until he was like past the first set of crushers.
No, absolutely not. I love the commentator's curse on this level because this is the choke point that we have seen everyone hit, everyone lose something to. This level's the absolute worst, and it needs to be showcased as such. This level should be banned.
So what we saw at the very beginning of this fortress, before that crusher hit him, he was trying to, what he did was he scrolled the screen so that he could fly through without the crushers going down on him. But his flight, he didn't quite grab the flight right, so he was just sort of floated down and got hit. Lucky he was able to actually get out of it, because sometimes you can't.
Oh, Charlieboy's got a bad setup with those boo blocks there. All right, he got up. So Yoshi's gonna be going into Bowser's small. Okay. He'll probably pick up the midway. Might as well. It's a free hit just in case. He looks super comfortable in Dark Room going through a small Mario. Charlieboy also picked up a backup Yoshi just in case. I'm interested to see where his backup cape's gonna come from. I guess not backup. Ooh, immediately losing that mushroom. And the Mecha Koopa. Yoshi's having a pretty rough phase 1 right now. Should be able to get through it though.
Yeah, he's looking great. He's got that Mecha Koopa. He's ready for a ball skip. Small Mario ball skip, still nothing to worry about too much.
Alright, he is setting up for ball skip. Normally in this phase, Bowser will commonly drop 2 bowling balls and then throw.
Oh, Chucks,
2
be
Mecha
nice.
Koopas. Yeah, they're not treating Charlie good. But if Yoshi just throws his Mecha Koopa at the right time and hits Bowser right there before he throws the second bowling ball, he's going to skip that entirely, and Bowser will just go straight to dropping 2 Mecha Koopas, as we just saw. Charlie's about to go into a very scary room to not have a cape in, to be completely honest. Hopefully he gets out of it just fine.
Oh, he is just fine. I don't think that room's that bad without a cape. I think this room here is much worse for reasons that we just saw right there.
He's in his final phase, though. He just needs 2 more hits to complete this race. Ooh. Oh, he just needs the 1 more. Sorry, I didn't see his first hit. But get your GGs out. A phenomenal run. Getting...
GG Yoshi.
Let's see. He had an official SRL time of 35:21. Give it up for yoschimidtsu. This is a great time to go and follow those runners. I'm going to drop a link in the chat for y'all. Y'all make sure to go say what's up. Give them a follow. They run Super Mario World a lot. And they're going to be setting up for race 2. This is a best of 3 single elimination. So one of these runners are going to be going on to round 2. And one of them will be eliminated. The winner will be going on to face Silver Star, who we've just seen incredible runs from. You guys should go definitely check him out. He's going to be a strong, strong runner in this tournament. All right, and it looks like Charlie's going to do a forfeit so we can get to the next race quick. All right, and in between these races, this is a great time. If you guys need any questions answered, or if you want any more info about this tournament coming up, it's the No Star World Tournament. We have the command SMW that's going to give you all the info about this tournament, including the bracket, schedule, access to the Discord. You guys can click on that and go follow your favorite runners. Now Yoshi's throwing down some great runs. If he's able to take this this next win going on against Silver Star, that's going to be a great race to watch. And with future races, you guys make sure to tune in tomorrow. It's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern. It'll be 10 a.m. Pacific. It's going to be Thug KG versus Demon Battler. It's going to be another great race coming up, so y'all make sure to stay tuned in for that.
Yes, and while we're setting up here, this is a good time. You guys got questions for us? You got questions about the game? You got questions about, I don't know, you just want to chat? Like, it's a good time for that. You want to go get some water, get a snack. This is the perfect time for that. We are going to get going with the next race in just a few minutes here.
I was interested to see what Charlie was going to do with that Yoshi whenever he grabbed it in Forest Evolution 1. He had the intentions of taking it into Forest Evolution 2, but unfortunately he died before he was able to do so. I was wanting to see maybe he was going to attempt Easy Clip or something. I'm not sure if the Yoshi Clip would be something he'd be up to with the strats that we saw in his race. But an Easy Clip would have been a really good strat for him to pull off during this.
Oh yes, an Easy Clip is even though they say Easy Clip's a little bit slower than doing it normal, you have to do it normal optimally, and you still have all those fish, the urchins floating around everywhere. if you just take that clip, you still have about half the level where you're safely under the level where nothing can hurt you. And I think if you go for the easy clip, it's definitely a good, safe way to get through.
Yeah, I highly recommend the easy clip if you don't know the standard Yoshi clip. Alright, looks like these two are off. This is race 2, best of 3. First went to yoschimidtsu against Charlieboy. The current world record is Daesui, who is in this tournament with a 32.52. Most of the top 10 runners are in this tournament. This bracket's absolutely stacked, so you guys make sure to use that SMW command to check it out. There's a lot of cool runners for you guys to go follow. Go ahead and post a link to the leaderboard so you guys can check it out. Charlieboy avoiding that death in the first level this time. Good on him.
Hold on a second.
Ooh, Charlie scraping the edge of that platform. Caught a little too much air bouncing off that Koopa. He's going to take a death in Yoshi's Island 3. Yoshi did pretty good with a 259 last time. Let's see if he manages that once again. Charlie's going to have a hard time getting his P-speed back. Good 259 from Yoshi. When I reference numbers like that, I'm looking at up top where it says time, the in-level timer. It can give you a good idea about how well they did in each individual level. Like if I were to say for this, he had a 276 last time that included a shell jump, but it's pretty average to get a 275. So no shell jump, we're looking at a 275 here. You know to look at the top where it says time 280 right now and see a 275 when he finishes the level. So Charlie getting a 241 coming out of Yoshi's Island 3. And Yoshi's going to be heading into Iggy's castle. Now, he had good cage management last time. This can be tricky for a lot of runners on how to manage their speed versus the fact that you have to grab those. It's just
Charlie
fine.
lost his power up there in the water.
Yep, don't play in the water when you're in Yoshi's Island 4. It's a bad idea.
That water is not your friend. It is pulling you the other direction. It is throwing those big spiky balls at you. It's real scary.
Alright, he is into Iggy's castle as well as Yoshi going into the Iggy fight. Smooth finish. He's going to be making his way onto Donut Plains.
And Charlie not having too bad of a room 1 there either. That was pretty solid. He kept his mushroom the way through.
That's alright, and he's going to be picking up a flower for his quick kill. Now, Yoshi last time had a little bit of an issue getting his flight off at the right time in Donut Plains 1 that he's going into now, where he's going to grab a feather at the beginning. He wants to get flight off that first platform. He failed to maintain that last time. Let's see how he does this time. I mean, he had a great flight that time.
Much better this time. He's going to be flying over Donut Plains 1. Sure, there's probably all kinds of interesting stuff happening down below. You've got, flying Super Koopas. You've got probably all these coin blocks. There's a few chucks down there. But we don't need to see any of that. We don't have to worry about it. As long as we get over that green pipe, get through 361. It's nice and solid.
Yeah, sometimes
Easy
if I see
level.
people running that level and they're on the ground in the middle of it, it takes me a couple of seconds to think like, wait, what level is that? Oh yeah, that's right. It's Donut Plains 1.
I
I'm not
get
used to
that way
seeing
with the
ground.
randomizer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You play this in the randomizer, you don't recognize the level at all because you've spent every other attempt through it up in the sky. Oh, I recognize those clouds.
All right, great dry room from Yoshi. Letting that pea balloon free. Showing off that music swag again. Oh my goodness,
Wow,
his
that
shell
was-
elevator spins were tuned to the music as well.
That was crazy.
That's incredible with the 252. What a level from him. He
That is
literally has his
definitely-
strats tuned to the music. That's insane.
That is definitely a Donut Secret one to aspire to.
He found out the donut secret. Charlie going way up grabbing a shell. He got a full green pipe coming down.
Yeah, when you're going through that dry room, when you're flying up, sometimes you go too high, you'll repaint part of the pipe. It'll turn green instead of orange as it usually is.
Yeah, in sections, and it like kind of tells you how high you went up in that room. So getting a full green pipe means you went way up in that room.
Yeah, and you don't need to go high enough that it causes that pipe to change color either. Going higher usually means you're spending a little extra time up there, so...
Last time Charlie took this room too, we saw him take the long way up the stairs and then down. Alright, so that's the strat he's used to, I guess. Wasn't sure if he was avoiding that low boo the first time because it was kind of in his way.
Yeah. Probably just trying to keep, or make sure he keeps that P speed. It can be a little tricky if you don't go up on the stairs a little bit.
And if you miss it the first time, sometimes those ghosts are just on you, making it really hard to get the P speed.
Oh, Charlie, making me a little nervous there. He's a little close to those clouds.
Yeah, I believe those were the clouds he hugged the last time. Maybe that's the next level, though. Alright. Yoshi's paid his taxes, done his flyover levels. Going into Morton's castle where he's got a little bit of action, trying to use his cape to fly. He had a really solid Morton fly last time. Hopefully he gets it just as well this time. Really just threading those needles. Oh, didn't get the flight with the spring. I believe that's 3 frames that he's able to pull that off in.
Yeah, it's definitely a tight window. It looks like he's trying to regain flight, so you can just jump right up there, pick up where he left off, lose about half the cycle.
Oh, having a little sketchy. Oh, he's gonna have trouble. He doesn't need the spring anymore, that's for sure. Oh, he can actually. He got up there quick enough. Good job. You get stuck in those blocks. Yeah, it's really dependent. You could lose a whole cycle if you get caught up under there long enough.
If you get caught up there under there long enough, you could also cost you the whole room.
He's leaving out of there. He's got a rich 333, leaving Morton's castle. Charlieboy is going to be making his way into Donut Plains 4. Another flyover level. He got pretty dangerously close to some of those parachutes last time. Almost clipping on the 3 up clouds as well. Yeah, he flies pretty high in this level, and he's going to pay for it by losing flight there. At least there's no enemies where he landed. The whole rest of that level's littered with them.
Yeah, so hopefully he's not flying too high or too low so that he's not hit by a parachuting anything. Oh, grabbing those clouds.
Yep, he did. There was no 3 up there, was there? I didn't think I saw one.
I don't think I saw it either. That's interesting.
Charlieboy's the king of despawns, but it's gonna cost him his flight. He had a good thwimp despawn in Morton's Castle last race as well. Yoshi's just cleaning house with these levels. I haven't seen many people utilize that right platform in the beginning fly of this stage. It's a little different to see.
Usually you see him take that immediate platform. You just take a spin jump right when you get in the level and run on that platform. It ends up being barely long enough for P-speed, but it's so easy to get hit on that Koopa that I think Yoshi's strategy is far safer given the race situation.
Yeah, I noticed you used that with the blue shell, and that gave you actually a lot of advantage during your race. Yoshi's got a few more flyover levels to get through, making his way to the fortress, where he'll see a little bit of action there. Charlieboy's having a little bit of struggle getting up Morton's Castle. He's gonna miss this cycle, it seems, as long as he keeps his cape. Alright. He played it a little close to those dry bones, but he got rid of them. This shouldn't be an issue from here on out. He did lose it to this guy and get crushed, but he's on a good cycle right now, so he should be able to make it up this section.
So he's waiting on that dry bones. It's a good call.
Yeah, he definitely seems like he needs to warm up with the mechanics of spinning while holding something. It can be kind of a tricky mechanic for newer runners, like holding X whilst like tapping Y or vice versa.
Yeah, the cape makes a lot of this game relatively easy, but there's a lot to the cape that you do have to learn as well.
Yeah, there's definitely optimization to the mechanics. They can get a little funky sometimes. But he's out of there. He's going to be making his way into Vanilla Dome. As Yoshi's making his way, flying above it. Yoshi definitely has a commanding lead once again.
Yeah, and he's making his way into Vanilla Fortress, a level that I've warmed up to over the course of this tournament. Went from being, you know, a big annoyance to me, because you're just swimming and nice and slow, you can't grab any items. There's all these annoying fish coming at you, like, what are you supposed to do? And then you actually learn how the swimming mechanics work in this game, and it's honestly quite a beautiful level once you start playing with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bully of a level, you know? It picks on you a lot, but then you realize it's just misunderstood. Ooh, Charlieboy having a rough time.
Oh.
He had to ditch his flight because that Buzzy Beetle was about to come back to life.
Very good that he was able to see it in time and let go, because...
I mean, I gotta say, it's a good use of time management on his part, to be honest. If he knew that that Buzzy Beetle was gonna come to life on his flight up, it's best to just throw that, get rid of the cape flight, do a backup flight the way he pulled it off. Yoshi just barely... Oh my god!
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
He almost died 3 times before he died.
Hold on, I'm looking back at that on the, Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, man, those Reznor platforms. Uh-oh. Oh. Not like this, Yoshi. This is Charlieboy's chance to make up a good chunk of time. He's making his way up Vanilla Secret.
Yep, he's got no cape, no flower. He can pick up a cape next level. He just needs to hold on to that power-up. This fish can be tricky. Alright, he threads the needle. Alright, he is out of there this time. He still has his mushroom. He can pick up a cape next level. Charlieboy's out of his first of 2 flyover levels before the fortress. Alright, And Yoshi is now in everyone's favorite level, Butter Bridge 1.
I don't know if you noticed that right at the beginning, but the levels were almost exactly the same when they entered. So it has the same platform styles.
Yeah, definitely one tests your water skills, and one tests your ability to stay awake.
Oh, indeed. I've certainly lost many a run to this.
Yoshi's definitely gonna stay awake though, because he does not have a cape. So he needs to manage his time wisely. Make sure he holds on to that mushroom all the way to the cape that's in an item box, not too far from here. He's risking it all for some swag 1-ups though.
That
Very
was a
nice.
nice chunk of 1-ups too.
That was very nice. Charlieboy making his way through the fortress. He still has his cape. Let's hope it treats him better. I was about to ask if he's going to pick up a backup, and he did. Probably a smart move.
Yeah, it's definitely a good choice. It's right there.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot how close he played this last time. Looks like this is just what he's going for. Made it. Oh. Wow, that's just the strat he uses. That he plays it very close.
Yeah, that is certainly scarier than I would like to play it.
Alright. Yoshi got his free cape. No real cost to him, except having to go through that fortress without the cape, of course. It's more of a death cost than anything.
Let's see how the Resnors treat Charlie here.
Once again, setting him up with bad fireballs. He's gonna have to take it from the platforms. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
He's out of
That's
there.
definitely a weird pattern. Played it very smart.
Alright, Yoshi is on his final flyover stage before Ludwig's castle. He doesn't have a flower, so he's not going to be able to get the quick kill unless he picks up a backup somewhere. I honestly figure he'll just go on without it.
Now let's get that resident sleeper ready. Charlie is now going through the auto scroller. We're going to be seeing some nice jumping here for the next couple of minutes on his end.
Absolutely, it's such a long auto scroller. Yoshi's gonna be pulling off some great cape mechanics here, doing some ground pounds to kill future enemies. Not getting that second one. He had trouble with that last time. Getting a good cape cancel through those ball and chains. Now watch how low he has to fly to get under these potoboos. Oh, not getting the flight he needs. This is gonna be sketchy. He's playing it safe, which is good.
And it looks like...
Oh.
We're starting over Butterbridge on Charlie's end. He's in here again.
Is he?
I think.
I think this level's just that long.
It looked like it went from the start again. Maybe I'm the one falling asleep at this level here. Actually, looking at that timer, I think I'm actually falling asleep at the level. I'm sorry, you guys. That is embarrassing for me.
Oh, it's common with this
I'm not
level.
the one playing.
Sometimes I fall asleep in this level while I'm playing it, just wake up at a totally different level.
Charlieboy making it through with the 153, which means he made it through without any problems, contrary to what I thought happened. For some reason.
At the same time, Yoshi's coming out of Ludwig's castle. He had a really good no flower kill on that. While Charlie's in a flyover, Yoshi's in a cutscene. This is a great time for you guys to go and follow these runners. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Use this time to go click on these links, follow them. They're going to be playing this category a lot, melting away their PBs. Yoshi's going to be making his way to Forest of Illusion, where he's going to pick up a Yoshi. We didn't see any wings attempts from him last time, so I doubt we'll see it this time. He's just going to play it safe and get to the goal, which honestly is a pretty smart race play. in context.
That was a very nice Yoshi grab.
I've seen some really cool ones where people will ground pound with Yoshi to get rid of the first couple of Goombas, giving you pretty good early supply. It's something I need to pick up.
Yeah, that's something I want to learn myself. It looks cool. It gives you a little bit of extra room. You don't have to eat anything to take off necessarily. Final boss, those doors that door was just causing Charlie all kinds of problems.
Yeah, after losing one of his capes to a ball and chain as well, he had to rely on his backup. I think he picked up that mushroom maybe by the door as a backup for some reason. He might go for one of the power-ups in door 3 as well, or room 3 as well. Yoshi's going for Yoshi Clip that treated him poorly last time. He's going to dismount near the ceiling. That should line him up perfectly to clip into that wall. Which he did, but even if you do everything right, which he did, there's still a 25% chance of you getting kicked out. Just like what happened to him. When that happens, it goes south from there.
Oh.
He gets the skip, he's going to wait for that mushroom.
That was... I liked that. That was great.
Oh. Man, that level treated him poor. Yoshi Clips have just not been his friend today. I know he can pull him off great.
Oh, and Charlie, Ludwig went off the screen for him, so now he's got to wait a cycle.
He had that happen a lot of times last race. He really needs to stick to the left side when he's in a shell form so that he knows he's not going to be off to the right. He should be good.
And Yoshi is making his way out of Forest 2. Charlie making his way out of Ludwig. He's going to be taking his shot through the forest.
He's going full no cape. Grabbing a Yoshi early. It's just there's so many enemies in this level. It's just because he wants to get over that pipe and not use it in a spring. I figure maybe he's going to use it for just damage boosting later, but he seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, there are all sorts of different ways to go through this level without cape. The hardest thing really is just avoiding those bubbles. Once you hit a bubble, you basically lose whatever speed you had, and you come to almost a complete stop.
Yeah, it can throw you down a pit a lot of the times. We've seen him carry Yoshi at odd points in this run before. It's good to see someone utilize their friend so much. Is he gonna pick up a cape, or is he gonna go into Roy and ride the train?
Oh, he is going for that train.
Choo-choo, y'all. Charlieboy has got his Yoshi, making his way through Force of Illusion 1. He lost the Yoshi and his life at the very end. Losing his Yoshi early this time. Oh hitting himself in the face with that shell.
This is something you only see in tournaments, you guys. This is something you only see in tournaments.
Yep, absolutely. That's horrible to have happen.
He went from having everything for about 10 seconds to having absolutely nothing.
Oh, that's awful.
I really feel for him on that one.
That level is just the worst sometimes.
It's one of those levels that, in theory, it should be one of the easiest levels you do.
As long as you don't touch the ground with a Yoshi at certain points.
Exactly, and it's like, in reality, that level really knows how to ruin your day.
Ooh, Yoshi went too fast. He didn't spawn the first platform because this game is jank. And when he went back to try to respawn it, one of the Bowser statues shot a fireball right in his face. He's thinking it's a little smarter to go back for a cape, so we're going to see him in Force of Illusion 1, where Charlieboy currently is, making his way through. Oh. Yoshi jumping down a pit, start selecting at the very end. He's going to have to run through this level again.
Yeah,
he just
but it
needs
does
a
look
backup.
like he's very comfortable.
Yep, he just needs to maintain his speed, and he looks good with it. Charlieboy's going for the Yoshi clip. This is what I want. Okay, he's skipping the first attempt. He's going to go for easy clip. This is pretty cool because you guys will get to see the second type of Yoshi clip that we've commonly seen in this tournament. If you're not able to get Yoshi clip very well, it's a good backup to know. Yoshi dodging those Podoboos just fine, getting through the spike room. He's having a good Roy's Castle this time. He doesn't need that platform. It's still gone. He doesn't care. He's through it. So if Charlieboy sits in this corner, if you watch closely, might get rid of these fish. Probably be best.
Oh, man.
Sit in this corner with a down left and despawn and jump off Yoshi. He's not holding down, so he's not going to get the clip. Oh my goodness.
There he goes.
What is that clip setup?
It was off the bounce, it looked like.
I learned something every day, apparently. That is a crazy setup for the clip. Showing off how easy clip can be. There's multiple setups for it, I guess. A real easy one is holding just down and left into the corner and just dismounting, and you just get through. He jumped off the Yoshi and on his remount clipped through, which is really cool. I didn't know it lined up that well, being just one tile up.
Alright, Yoshi's setting up for the pipe fly here. The idea is that he's going to be getting his P-speed, he's flying through the level, and he's trying to land on the pipe that shoots him, and keep his P-speed so that he can fly, or he's trying to keep in flight as he goes through the pipe so that he can fly through on the way out of the pipe. Out of the pipe, he gets a lot more speed than he would normally get from flying, and so you get to beat the level a couple seconds quicker. Plus, it looks really cool seeing how jagged and blurry everything else gets.
Yeah. He's going into the spooky ghost house. I love the term that I've heard lately, calling it the chocolate ghost house, as opposed to the chocolate ghost house. Because we've seen a lot of chokes on around so far here. Charlieboy going for that Roy fly, not getting it. He didn't get a K pump off early enough, and fell into the lava.
Yeah, so Roy fly is what I would consider to be like one of two, you know, not necessarily super big crazy strats, but definitely two of the biggest sort of hang up nerve areas in this category. You have this, you have the box jump at the beginning, and those seem to be where I've seen a lot of the nerves people have when their races are happening.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a lot of tight inputs. We've seen Roy's Castle deaths a lot. So he's going to decide to take the train, as we saw Yoshi do earlier. Yoshi's got his Yoshi again. Name a better pair. Alright, let's see if Charlie keeps his cape through this while these Podoboos are just staying right on him. Now, he tried flying through the spike room last time. Looks like he's playing it a little safer and sticking with the train. Now, this is probably a big reason why Yoshi is utilizing Yoshi. I personally am more comfortable using Yoshi in this level. And Sunken Ghost Ship.
And Charlie losing his cape.
Oof. At least he can get out of this castle. It'll be interesting to see if he goes back for a cape before Chocolate Island 1 or try to take on Chocolate Island 1 no cape. We've seen a lot of new runners try to take on Chocolate Island no cape, and it's a rough level. There's a lot of enemies.
It's a tough no cape level. Very tough.
Let's make sure Yoshi doesn't put himself in a bad situation. Those Chucks come to fight. All right,
nah, he is perfect.
He'll come out of there clean.
Very solid chocolate secret.
Charlie's gonna be his way out of Roy. Yoshi hanging up on the pipe for a little bit.
Oh, Charlie's going capeless. Dino torches and the dino rhinos are very interesting enemies. The little dino torches, they bounce around a little bit as they're moving around. They start shooting fire at you in your direction. The other ones have just big, weird hitboxes and then turn into the dino torches when you hit them.
They're awful to deal with. Yoshi's having a really clean, windy room 1. Good cape cancel there at the end, maintaining his parachute, going into room 2. This is my favorite one to see with cape. He pulled it off really nice last time. Very nice. Ooh, Charlie taking a death at the end. Ooh, after all that work going through Chocolate Island 1.
Yeah, and he was having a pretty good run at it without his cape too, but it's that last Koopa. Going through that last pipe is pretty scary.
Yeah, if he just held run and jump, if he just like neutraled out on the D-pad, you'll go way further. We've seen a few runners like that take it short, and that means they're holding right, which will cancel any of the real speed you're getting from that pipe.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird how that works. You wouldn't think that at all with how the rest of the game works.
Yeah, if you're going faster than Mario naturally could, if you hold right, thinking you'll go faster, it actually will slow you down to what Mario's maximum natural speed would be. So things like coming out of a pipe where you get like a speed of 64, if you hold right, it's going to zip you right back down, depending on what you have. Somewhere in the high 40s normally.
Is it me, or was that cutscene kind of long?
Yeah, he's taking little breaks. He held on the pipe before Wendy's Castle for quite a while, and then he held in that cutscene for a while. He's not too concerned. He has a pretty big lead, so... Ooh, Charlie.
Weird.
Lucky he had that backup cape, taking damage from the fishing boo. Oh, yep, that was a bad spawn for that boo, and he's gonna lose his cape getting up to the door out of the ghost house. Once again, Yoshi is setting up a boo ring despawn. He's looking pretty good for it right now using the Yoshi. He's going for a scroll here. Wow. I thought he didn't need the scroll. I thought he was pretty good. But he knows exactly what he's doing, getting that first despawn and damage canceling through the second.
Now he's just taking out some of the Koopas with the star. He's trying to reduce as much of the lag as he can. It's also, you know, if you're trying to get a little swaggy with it, sometimes you'll see a 1-up or 2 in there, but it's pretty rare. We're going to see...
Orb.
You were certainly a lot more throaty with it than I was. So now Yoshi is going to be going into the giant Bowser mouth, into the Valley of Bowser, which is kind of weird when you really start thinking about it, but we let this game make sense however it wants to.
Alright, Charlie's going through that secret no cape. This can be pretty difficult too. He's gonna hope that these chucks treat him good. They were a little angry last time, but he managed his way through. Ooh, almost falling in that pit.
The chucks were a little nicer this time, but still didn't make it through with his power-up, unfortunately.
Alright, Yoshi's looking good. He's going to be making his way into Valley of Bowser 2. See if we get any sandbar clips this time. Charlieboy making it through the scary room of this. He's got to dodge all these spinies and chucks. He's got no power up to back him up.
This is definitely scary. I'm actually getting a little restless watching myself here.
Yeah, this is a very tense moment.
Yes, very.
And in between all these, he has to dodge all this lava while moving up the platforms. Looks like he's gonna come out of there just fine. Yoshi's just chilling on the overworld right now. Just letting you guys see the landscape.
Beautiful Valley of Bowser.
Just gorgeous.
And I hear the real estate prices are real good there right now.
They're just raising these days. It's crazy.
Good investment opportunity.
Everyone's moving in. All right, scary situation for both sides. It's Yoshi. All right, Yoshi decides not to attempt any sandbar clip. He went for it and got the slide last time. Charlieboy's going through. First room of Wendy, no cape. Oh, almost taking a crusher death, but just losing his power up. He's got some more saws and crushers to deal with. All right, he's into room 2. All right, Yoshi's just making his way through what is essentially an auto-scroller at this point. Charlie taking a death, misjudging one of his jumps onto a platform. It's very unfortunate. All right, Yoshi getting that good pipe exit. He's gonna wrap his way around the left side. Pretty hidden secret exit for a lot of people who don't know this game. It's right there on the left side at the end of Valley of Bowser 2 is a key that will move him on to the Valley Fortress. This level is the one where we've seen the most deaths, the most loss of capes. It's not treated anyone well at all.
Now we're in the middle of a really tense moment with Charlie over here. He is in Wendy without any power-ups, and this is probably one of the scariest moments that can possibly happen in this run. You have those Potoboos. They're in this weird cycle. It's awkward. Wendy spawns in a random pipe. She's got 2 minions with her. Oh no! Oh man!
Charlie, no! Oh, he got the final hit, but her little buddies like still have hitboxes for just a small amount of time. He ran to the right after the final hit, thinking he was safe, running into one of her, I don't know, minions, I guess you would call them. Takes another death in Wendy's castle. Worst place to take a death in Wendy's. We've seen that a few times in this tournament, actually. Alright, Yoshi losing a cape. He's gonna have to play this safe. Charlie taking another death in the win fight. Yoshi almost taking a crusher death. You need to play way safer. Alright. He got through the 3 crushers. That one and the second to last crusher in this level is where we've seen the most deaths. And that's the crusher I just mentioned earlier. At this point, I don't think it's commentators' curse. That crusher is just the worst. We've seen so many deaths to it. So he's gonna have to make his way back through the fortress with no cape. Very tense situation. Charlie going back through the Wendy fight. Or the set room 2 right now, actually. Oh, very tense situation on both sides right now. I really feel for both of these runners and their current deaths. Charlie getting out of there. All right, he is out of Wendy's castle, making his way onto sunken ghost ship. Yoshi going back into his Reznor fight.
It looks like he baited some of those fireballs up the other direction, which is kind of a good move, because they shoot it, like, sort of in your direction.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty smart move. Alright, after an unfortunate death in the fortress, he's gonna make his way into the Bowser fight. He wants a cape for it. Alright, Charlie makes his way into the sunken ghost ship. Gonna pick up a mushroom and make his way to room 2 to avoid all the boos. It's definitely a tricky situation. It's something I like having a Yoshi for, so you can damage cancel through it, as we saw Yoshi do.
This is another level where there's all kinds of really tight swimming to get through. Because the way the boo clouds spawn up and down, you're basically having to manage your vertical very well while going horizontally, and it's a little hard to predict how they're going to spawn sometimes, so...
Yeah, Yoshi seeming to be goofing around at this point, picking up 3 capes in the sunken ghost ship. Oh, Charlie threading that needle. Good work on that. Be scary to go in from the side to do it on this one. Doesn't seem like Yoshi is too happy with his run currently. Charlie picking up that extra mushroom. It's a good thing if you go right immediately when you enter that room, chance you can despawn that mushroom. It's good to wait until you see Koopas. Making his way through that dark room cleanly though on Yoshi's side. Charlie needs to dodge these spikes. Orb.
Nice orb from Charlie there. Trade one of those in for a free ticket to the mouth of Bowser that takes you straight to the Valley of Bowser. That orb is the ticket you need. And Charlie has gotten it.
Yoshi getting a pretty good first phase on the Bowser fight. Charlie's in a sketchy situation. He doesn't have any power-ups or Yoshi. He's having to deal with these Monty moles.
Yeah, this level can be pretty forgiving in the sense that anywhere you see, like you have those munchers there, but it's pretty easy to get across because, you know, just because the moles will hurt you, they'll kill you, they'll ruin your Yoshi time, but they're also friendly enough. Like, if you stand on their head, they're cool with it. That's why they wear the sunglasses. They're cool with it. Yoshi getting dangerously close to that flame there.
Alright, he's in his third and final phase. This is a best of 3, and this will be Yoshi taking the second win if he can pull off this last hit. Everyone is on the edge of their chairs.
There it is.
Pausing before his last hit. He is really not happy with this run. I don't blame him. Charlie's making his way through the Valley of Bowser. Oh no, we got to avoid that shell now. Taking damage to a bat. Yoshi goofing around before he gets his final hits. Everyone, get your GGs out. Yoshi is going to finish and secure the victory.
Yeah, GG to Yoshi.
gets an official SRL time of 44:26. He is going to be the winner of this round 1 race against Charlieboy, putting him in round 2 against Silver Star.
Now that is going to be a very interesting race to watch, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's definitely have to work hard and bring his A game on that one. Big GG's out to Yoshi, our winner. Charlieboy making his way through the sandbar currently.
You know, the sandbar can be kind of relaxing.
It's therapeutic every now and then.
But it's also like Butterbridge 1, where, you know, you can relax there, but if you relax too much, you don't realize you'll either lose a couple cycles or you'll start your run a little bit late. And
yeah, we've seen a few deaths from people just getting complacent and hanging out where they shouldn't be hanging out for way too long.
Yeah, don't want to name any names. Mike the Pone Star.
No, was that you? Oh, man. Oh, having Charlie finish up this secret, he's going to have to wait for this platform to take him up.
Doesn't get the RNG jump.
This is a great time for you guys to go click on both of those links that I posted in chat for these runners. Go give them a follow and support them in Super Mario World. They just completed their second race, best of 3 in No Star World. Now, this fortress is super scary. This is where we saw Yoshi take a death. This is where we've seen, I almost want to say half the races have had a death in this.
Oh,
from
very
at least
easily
one of
half
the
of them.
runners.
Very easily half of them. And I think if we look back even through the qualifiers, I'm sure almost every runner had a death in here at some point.
Yeah, it's been insanely unforgiving. Like,
Yes,
having played this level, like, I die a lot in this level, but to see everyone die a lot in this level is kind of comforting, to be completely honest. Charlieboy almost died right where Yoshi did. Fortunately, he was a few pixels to the right, not taking that death.
Oh my gosh, and these Reznor.
He has had horrible Reznor cycles this whole time. They have, like, never been friendly to him once.
No, but he needs to make his way on those
I feel
platforms.
for him.
Okay, this is... You can do this, Charlie. Oh.
Oh my goodness. This is such a tense situation. He just needs this last hit. He can move on to Bowser's Castle. He secures it. Yeah. He's going to be moving on to the Bowser fight to complete his No Star World run. And you guys make sure to click those links in chat. I see that smart use of the SMW command. That's going to give you all the information for this bracket of the schedule, the Discord, everything you need to know. Follow your favorite runners. See who they're facing next.
Charlie making his way through the dark room. Smart use of the Mecha Koopas throughout there. Make it a little safer for him. He's going to be entering his Bowser fight.
Alright, he's going to be doing this no cape style. Ooh, losing that first Mecha Koopa. Be hard. Bowser's right in front of you when you gotta hit him with that first one. Oh, just barely clipping that second one onto the clown car. He's gonna have to wait another cycle to pick up one.
Yeah, the Mecha Koopas can definitely be a little temperamental when you're trying to throw them up.
Oh, and a bad part is if if Bowser is on the left side of the screen when he throws those two Mecha Koopas, the left one's gonna go completely off screen and just despawn. So essentially, he got none of them on that cycle because that was the only one that Bowser threw.
But we are out of the first phase. We have that extra Mecha Koopa. We can set up for skipping a bowling ball in the second phase.
Ooh.
We are playing Dodge Fireball as we prepare for this phase.
It always scares me when I see people.
We are throwing that Mecha Koopa away.
He doesn't need it. It was trash anyway. It was a bad Mecha Koopa. Faulty.
That happens. You
They'll
know?
get 2 fresh ones soon, and that'll be good.
You know, I would say this is probably one of the. I would say this is the worst Bowser phase to try and hit him with Mecha Koopas because
It really
the way he flies and
is.
floats around you.
Yep, he's gonna lose another one. He has to go through 2 more bowling ball drops. A full cycle of phase 2 is a big time loss. You should get rid of that Mecha Koopa soon. Oh, and losing that one. He has to rely on the next 2 Mecha Koopas. He's gonna need both of these Mecha Koopas to hit to make it into phase 3. Very nice, very nice. He's gonna be moving into the 3rd and final phase of the Bowser.
Yes, and while the second is the most difficult to hit Bowser, the third is the most difficult to keep your life because he is going to be slamming down on this, on the top of this tower here. He's going to have to go through 8 bounces and wait for the next set of Mecha Koopas to come through. And there's that first one. And there's that second one.
All right, everyone.
GG's out for
Big
Charlieboy.
GG's. Big
Finishing it up.
GG's.
GG,
Always
Charlie.
big props for finishing out. We love seeing that. Good rub from Charlie there. Unfortunately, he is going to be eliminated from this single elimination tournament. But he finished it out strong. Beat that Bowser. Hopefully we'll see a lot more from him in the future with Super Mario World. All right, and we are actually joined by Charlieboy, who just finished up. Charlie, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing all right.
All right, big GG's out to you, man, for finishing up that final race.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously, I'm not the greatest Super Mario Brothers runner, but hey, I'm trying to learn, and you know, I heard the tournament was open to anybody, so I was like, all right, well, I just hosted a Mega Man 2 randomizer tournament with Speed Gaming, and that was a lot of fun. So I figured, you know, hey, I'll just keep on joining tournaments while I can and see what I can do in some of this stuff, you know. And,
I think that's a smart thing to do if you enjoy speedrunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I got my sound kind of messed up right now. I don't know. You're coming out of this headset, right? Or you're not coming out of my headset for some reason. It's kind of weird. Coming out
that's
of my TV
strange.
instead. Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah,
Super
I mean,
Mario World community loves having new people come and enjoy it. Hopefully we see a ton more runs from you. There's a lot of categories out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've done 11 exit. It's 11 exit, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite category.
Or is that Mario Bros. 3?
No, this has 11 exit. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm in the right game. All right, cool. Yeah, I've done 11 exits, so yeah, I did that, and I did all castle. But yeah, I just kind of did this No Star World for the tournament. I was like, yeah, I'll try to learn it, and I mean, I got 3 sub 50s in qualifiers last week or something like that, and I hadn't had much time to keep on grinding out and stuff, which is unfortunate. I did get the backup Yoshi clip, which I guess is kind of cool.
yeah. Okay, I want to talk to you about that Yoshi clip. So normally, I was saying lots of people get it by holding down and left and dismounting. You were dismounting straight up in the air and got it on the landing, like the remount of Yoshi. That was the craziest thing I've seen. Is that normally how you do that clip?
Yeah, I guess I just started.
It's super cool. It's super cool.
I just learned it like today, I guess. But
Nice. It was an unexpected surprise. I thought that was awesome.
like I knew about it, but I didn't try to practice any of it really. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it today. Yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah,
you know.
it was very cool. Well, we definitely hope that you continue running in Super Mario World, man.
Well, next time y'all have a tournament, I might show up. Hopefully, I'll have more time to kind of. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do exactly. Like, I guess, what's the stage after? Like, it's not Castle 2. It's not the stage after, but the stage after that. Like, you climb up in level 3 or World 3, and it's like on that middle stage. I don't know what it's called, but on that stage, it's like. You start off and you run and you do a spin jump, and then like you're supposed to be. I've seen other runners be able to spin jump a second time and go up higher, and I just for some reason I lose my momentum and I can't do it. So I mean I just end up climbing vines at that part and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yes.
Vanilla
That's-
Secret.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
definitely
So
a tricky one.
So I definitely need to work on just like little thises and that.
Yeah, that one utilizes crazy cape skill. That's one of those like Morton's Castle that like can look easy just looking at it, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of it.
Yeah, I didn't figure I'd get too far. I figured especially if I got matched up with somebody who could do a sub 40, because I knew I couldn't. I mean, my PB in this category was set last week or whatever during the qualifiers. It's 46:20, and I've actually been on like a 44 pace or 43 pace, but you know, definitely need to run some more. Hopefully, I'll find time. Hopefully, I'll get the time down at least sub 40, if not like in the 35 range, like a lot of runners are. And then, yeah, who knows? Y'all might see me again next tournament or something.
Yeah, we definitely helps. You got any final words before we go ahead and head out?
Yeah, sure. Big shout out to Speed Gaming, you know, for hosting all sorts of tournaments. Everybody behind the scenes with that. I know. Thank you guys for commentary, of course. And I mean, yeah. One word of advice, I guess for newer players, if y'all are gonna do like tournament races, just do it 1v1. Like anytime you get like a race room and have it open ended to where anybody can join, it's kind of distracting to the newer players. I will say that. I said that the same thing on the mystery tournament, because I was fighting some guy in the mystery tournament, and then there was like a room full of other people when I was doing a 1v1 in the mystery tournament, and that just like destroyed my mindset. I couldn't even focus. Like I was like, yo, there's so many people not dunning. How are they finishing? Like, yo, I'm trying to concentrate on this game, and I look over. But yeah. Anyway, GG's to Yoshimitsu. Tekken, that's a Tekken character, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. I like Tekken, but yeah. Anyway, GG's to that guy. Good luck to him moving forward in the tournament. Good luck to everybody else in the tournament. And yeah, thanks for having me. See y'all.
Yeah, GG's to Charlie. Good for hearing him. Some actually really interesting insight to keep in mind. And Yoshi is not going to be doing interviews, it seems. So that is going to do it for us tonight, I believe, right?
I believe that's everything, but it does look like we've got some stuff happening on the other Speed Gaming channels. We've got the Super Metroid and Zelda Link to the Past randomizer combination. I believe those are tournament matches that are happening on Speed Gaming 4 and 5. So you guys should definitely check those out. There's also other stuff happening later tonight and Link to the Past daily on Speed Gaming 3. So there's all sorts of stuff happening. So, you know, make sure you're checking out all the Speed Gaming channels. And make sure you check out all the runners channels. Just everybody's channel. Just go follow everyone. Just get a list of names and just start clicking that follow button to everyone, because I'm sure everyone deserves it at this point.
That's right. And if you want to see some more Super Mario World, No Star World tournament, our next race is going to be Thug KG versus Demon Battler. And that will be happening tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So you guys make sure to definitely check that out. It's going to be a great race. And I think that's going to do it for us today. So you guys have a good rest of your evening and go watch some speedrunning.
See y'all next time.